Greetings, everyone. So we had the coronation of King Charles III yesterday. I don't want to say too much about that. A lot of people have a lot of things to say about that. Even a lot of Catholics seem to have a lot of opinions about that coronation. But there was something quite funny that happened during that, and that is that a lot of people appear to have noticed the appearance of the Grim Reaper during the coronation. So if we just have a little look at this article here, and there we go. It says Grim Reaper spotted at King Charles's coronation. Who's he looking for? And you've got a nice picture there of him. And to be fair, it does look like the Grim Reaper right there in the middle of that photo. Who invited this creep? So eagle-eyed Twitter users spotted what appears to be a cloaked figure scurrying in the background of King Charles III's coronation, likening the unknown individual to the Grim Reaper. Person wrapped in hooded black robes carrying a long rod akin to a scythe, I don't know if that's pronounced correctly, apologies, was caught dashing in front of the golden arches within the cathedral on Saturday. That was at Westminster Abbey. Anyone else just noticed the Grim Reaper at Westminster Abbey? Person wrote on Twitter with 2 million views. Just from that. I noticed him. Who's he looking for? One person responded. Anyone else see the Grim Reaper make an appearance at the coronation? Tweeted another. As users quipped, it could be Prince Harry's wife, Meghan Markle, in disguise. And actually, on that note, there is another person that turned up to this coronation who people think was actually Meghan Markle in disguise. And I'll show you an image of that maybe at the end. The footage even reached TikTok, where one at-home viewer scored 8.8 million views on the Reaper's quick cameo. Nah, it can't just be me that saw it, the caption read, in part. Diana getting her revenge, offered one viewer. Bit tasteless, maybe. Diana's invite arrived, joked another. I think the Diana jokes are a bit below par. Lizzie came back with backup this time, chimed in someone else. Lizzie wants her crown back. And here, actually, in this video, you see the alleged Grim Reaper passing by. There you go. You just see him walk past there. So we'll play that once more. Here you can see that if you watch sort of after about 4 or 5 seconds. There he goes. The viral spectacle comes after 2 royal superfans who claim to have predicted the deaths of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip warned of ominous coronation vibes. We've had visions like slideshows in our heads that security needs to be high, Lynn Antink 78 told Jam Press. The Berkshire, England native, and her son Colin have gained fame for their morbid predictions. I don't know who these individuals are. My first vision was the crown falling, and I don't know what this means, but it'll either fall from the cushion or from the king's head, she revealed. Despite fears, so this is just nonsense, to be fair, just people who want attention. Despite fears the ceremony would be awry, the closest thing to tragedy was pop star Kate Perry's near face plant and the enthralled fans of heartthrob Johnny Thompson discovering the royal equerry is taken. But the coronation has not been without controversy, from anti-monarchy protesters to snubbed relatives. The multi-million-dollar festives even prompted a rise out of taxpayers angry over footing the bill for the pricey extravaganza, which is estimated to cost between $63 million and $125 million. And I am a UK taxpayer, and that doesn't make me particularly happy. In fact, it doesn't make me happy at all. Now, as far as the Grim Reaper is concerned, the most likely, and I would say almost certain explanation as to who this figure is, it's actually going to be a verger. So for those who are not familiar with the Church of England, the Anglican Church, vergers are very common in the churches, in the Church of England. And they're basically kind of like, almost like a cross between an altar boy and a general caretaker of the church. So they'll take part in ceremonial things. They'll bring up just like an altar boy would, they'll help the priest with various things. They'll bring up the bread and the wine, etc. They'll be there right by the altar helping out. They'll also lead the procession when the priest is coming out, and then when the priest is going back again to leave. They'll lead that procession. If it normally has, even if it's just one priest, actually, that can sometimes lead that priest. But certainly if it's a longer procession, you might have even, a couple of vergers, one at the front and one in the middle, perhaps. And they'll hold a verge, and that's why they're called vergers. It's like a long stick, just like you see here, with this Grim Reaper figure holding. They'll hold that out, and they'll be kind of like guiding the procession up to the altar, and then they'll, at the end, guide them back out again. And also they'll just be in charge generally of setting up anything related to services, particularly if there's a big service. If it's an Anglican cathedral, for example, they'll be in charge of, or at least they'll have a big part to play in setting that up and making sure all the seating is there ready and who's sitting where, and basically organizing the whole thing like it's a big event, because it often is a big event. And that is why this is most likely to be a verger, because when they do their procession, they will wear a cloak. So they normally walk around in cassocks, and whenever they are involved in an actual service, including leading the procession up to the altar and then back out again at the end, they put on a cloak on top of the cassock, and they'll hold their verge. So this figure here is almost certainly a verger. I think the procession has probably just happened, and now the verger is just trying to make their way. If it's a he or a she, I don't know, it can be both, trying to make their way out of there, and they happen to have been caught on the camera just going past. And that is what I would say is the most likely explanation. I don't know for absolute sure, because it could have been someone else, but the only person that would most likely look anything like that at this service would be a verger. So that is the explanation for that. As for the Meghan Markle thing, this is who fans thought was Meghan Markle in disguise at the coronation. This person here, basically because they don't look like a real person, they look like someone who would be dressed up. You just think people don't look like this unless they're trying to be in disguise. And this is who they thought was Meghan Markle, this chap here. You're about to see him. There he is, just sitting to the right, to the left of Andrew Lloyd Webber. It looks like he's got a wig on and a fake moustache, doesn't it? So that's what prompted the opinions that it's actually Meghan Markle there in disguise. Maybe we can get a picture of him. There you go. This is the person. Maybe from this photo, it doesn't look so much like a disguise, but certainly from that video did look a bit more like a disguise. There we go. That image there. And then you got somebody posting, Meghan, you're not fooling us. Because it's like the hair, the wig, the moustache, and the glasses. It's all... I can see why people would make that joke. Anyway, that's it, folks. I just wanted to explain who the Grim Reaper was, and also to say that I didn't watch the coronation. It didn't interest me. I know a lot of people did. I know people who are saying, oh, it was really lovely. It probably was really lovely. I mean, I'm not saying the Church of England don't know how to put on a very nice event. But whether that says anything about, oh, perhaps England is a more Christian country than we realized, and Charles is going to be a fantastic monarch and the fantastic head of the church, and maybe it will become more Christian. I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, everybody, thank you for watching the video. Let me know your comments and what you think. Do you agree with me that the Grim Reaper is most likely to be a verger? If you want to look up what a verger is online, feel free to do that, and you'll see that this probably most likely fits as the explanation. And do you think that this person who turned out to be Sir Carl Jenkins not sure who that is, did look anything like Meghan Markle. As I said, I think in one or two of the images we saw, it did look a bit like someone in disguise, at least. Maybe not like Meghan Markle, but someone in disguise. And that's it, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. And do please come back soon. And also, do like the video if you liked it. And please do subscribe. I don't say that usually in my videos, but it does help, obviously. So if you enjoyed the video and you haven't liked it and you haven't subscribed, then please do so, obviously, if you want to. Thank you again.